Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do some quick UV layout. Actually, what was I doing over here? This is too loud. Too loud. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here and quickly zip over to my modeling, and I'm going to go to mesh display, and I'm going to hit soften edge on my shirt here. Okay, great. And let's start off with the body. So I'm just going to isolate my body, and let's take a look at its UVs. UVs! Oh, we're done. No, let's see. Some things I want to do here. Just one thing I want to do first off before I close this thing down. I always make sure that in the transform my move is set to 1. Makes my life a bit easier. Anything else I care about in here? No. Okay. So, let's go and turn that off so that we don't have to see it so bright. Okay, so typically how I'm going to do a body, do it as fast as I possibly can, camera based, make sure I don't have anything funny on like that, creating new UV sets. Don't do that. Don't. Apply and close. Done. And so everything has just been sewn together, and now I want to start cutting them apart. I'm going to figure out where all my seams should be, or where I think they should be, what might best work out. Okay, so let's go and take a look. I figure I'm going to go in here and I'm going to turn my symmetry on for this first part. I think most of this I can handle with symmetry on. Let's go in here and I'm going to grab these edge loops here and cut those off. Let's see what that does. So when I click on this, whoop, 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 whoop. Oh my god, it goes all the way up into the hand. Actually, it's almost perfect. Let's go and deselect that, and I'm going to cut it. So I just cut it and made it thicker. I just decided I don't like these cuts right here at the bottom. And so let's see if I double click that, double click, double click, double click. I get the one on the other side too. Great, those can cut. Grab this, and I'm going to use so. Okay, so that's cut up the sides, all the way up here. I'm going to cut my arms off. Cut. For my hand, let's see, let's cut my wrists. There, I'll cut that. Remember, I kind of cut under the bottom here is typical behavior. And if you model hands like how I model hands, it makes it so that there's a really, really, really easy cut right through the fingers. Cut through your fingers. And then I can grab this edge here, and I'm going to go all the way to here, and I'll cut that. Okay, and then what else do I got to do? As I'm working my way up the body, got to make a decision. Which way do I like to cut here from the shoulder? I kind of think I'm going to cut my head off right around here. I'm just going to hit F and zoom out a little bit. F is just resetting my camera, making sure I got a nice edge loop right there. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about that, but I'm trying to do all this stuff quickly. So this edge comes down to this one, and this one. I'm going to cut that off. Sometimes I'll leave my neck part of my head, and sometimes I will leave it part of the body. In this case here, it's kind of thin, and I feel it might work better with close to the body. And let's go and grab this one here on my head. I'm going to go zip it up here, and I'm going to look for a nice spot to cut. Oh, you bastard. Went all the way through. Why did it do that? Strange. Double click. So I click from here to here. Here to here. Oh, it must be something to do with symmetry being on. Yeah, let's just see. If I go over here and I'll do something on my forehead like this. And that stupid extrude thing keeps popping up that I freaking hate. Get rid of that stupid thing. Here, I'm just going to turn symmetry off and see what happens when I go cutting all the way to the back of my head. There. And still doing something strange. This might be an indicator I got something weird going on here. When I double click to here, it should just grab the edges in between. Why is it grabbing more? It's going through the whole thing. When I go here to vertex face, do I see anything weird? No. Wonder if my symmetry's off. That's interesting. There's something weird right there. Okay, let's go and do these cuts, and I'm just going to go back and stare at it for a second and see if I can figure it out. I might have to put it on pause while I figure it out. Yeah, because it's doing it fine. Cut, but right here... is there an extra vertice? Something off? And I am correct. There is an extra vertice. I'm just going to delete that. There. Grab that edge and cut. Okay. That's why it was acting weird. Good, good, good. Okay, and what time are we at? 5-minute mark. I'm just going to go in here and get the inside of my mouth. Double click here just so I'll zoom in so you can see what the hell I'm doing. And I'll cut that. And there's the inside of my mouth. Can I see the edge loop in there? I think this is it right here. I'm going to cut that too. And then I got eye sockets. And let's just cut the inside of my eye sockets out too. Because they seem to be kind of deep eyes. There. And I could, maybe the ears are borderline. I don't know if anyone's going to notice what the hell I'm going to do with the ears. So that should be good. And there's my body. I'm going to go and grab all my UVs. And I'm going to hit unfold. Hit my unfold button. Then I'm going to hit my layout button. And that did pretty good. Actually, I'm going to go and open up the layout button. Because I like my settings. Legacy, world, and I let the body go free. Sometimes when you hit it a couple times, you get slightly different results. Something that bugs me, though, is I like the face to be 90 degrees. I like it pointing right at the camera. So I'm going to hold down J when I'm rotating. Get the 90-degree thing. Okay, great. And anything else in here I don't like? The mouth. Sometimes I'll take the mouth. And if I grab the edges here, is that, what side of the mouth is that? That's the wrong side. So what do I grab? These ones? There, and I can hit my move and sew button. Okay, great. And I'm just going to go in and grab everything again. And I'm going to go and turn my rotate to none. And I'm going to turn world off this time so that... Oh, that was the other thing I was going to do. Just before I turn world off, I want to make my face bigger so it occupies more visual real estate. Let's try it again. And when I hit apply, it'll keep it that size, just keep it pointed at me. Maybe I might find something slightly different here for an arrangement. And this is okay. I might go in here and see if I can figure out some other way to arrange these manually. Just because it feels like my face could be arranged somewhere else, and I'm losing a lot of space right here. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with this too much right now because it might take up a bit of time. I could spend another 5 or 10 minutes just rearranging this and making it perfect. Okay, so there's my body, and I'm just going to move that over 1 unit. I just hit the arrow key on my keyboard and it flew over. And because I was using Legacy, there should be a little tiny space right here. Okay, wonderful. Okay, and so that was the body. And what else do we have here to lay out the UVs for? We've got pants. So pants, super fast and easy. UVs, camera-based. And actually, I could probably almost do exactly what I did a moment ago. Doop, double-click there. It's going to go all the way to here. I could have put symmetry on, but I don't care. Grab my UVs, hit my magic unfold button. I might decide that, you know what, it might be easier to fit these in if these are cut too. And let's see. Whoop. And I thought I just cut that. Let's try it again. Cut. Okay. And let's just see what happens if I hit unfold again. Slightly different result. And these ones, modify, layout, world, set it free. There, that looks a little bit better. And I'm just going to hit my arrow keys once, twice. So they're over here too. Okay, and what else do I got? I got a shirt. And here, let's isolate everything. And if I go in here to UVs, camera-based, remember, all it does is just sew everything together. And for the shirt, I could come in here. I'm going to cut up here. And let's cut there and there. Cut. I might decide that I want separate sleeves, so I could cut those off if my shirt was longer, but I'm just going to say this is good enough for now. Grab my UVs. Whoop. And, oh, and then it put one upside down. Well, that's stupid, ain't it? There used to be this wonderful little button for this to flip it around, but I just hold down J when I'm rotating, and then life is good. Whoop. Okay, and those should be good. Not touching. Arrow key once, twice, 3 times. And anything else in here I got? I got boots. I think I did boots on the last one, so it's not a big deal. There. And what else do I have? Eyes. Eyes. Where are my eyes? Uh-oh. That's interesting. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. It's because it's got Lambert 1 on it. I couldn't see them. I do a funny thing with my Lambert 1. Actually, let's just take this one eye here. Now, you could use the old ramp trick for eyes. It keeps it simple. I didn't actually model these ones or do anything funny with them. I'm just going to texture them and I'll see if I can make do with what I've got. But what I'm going to do is let's go to the front view. And if I go ahead and I go UVs, camera base, now it's looking straight at me here. And let's just go up to perspective. And we only really need the front end of the eye. We don't even need this back end, really. You're never going to see it. Maybe here on the very off chance you're going to see that far. So I'm going to cut that. And here I'm going to grab my UVs. And when I do this, I'm going to hit unfold. Great. And let's just scale it in a wee bit so it fits inside of the texture. Let's invert the selection here. And I'm going to grab that, and I'm just going to move the back end of this back here someplace. No one's going to know. It's just like a big blind spot. And then I got to think about this a little bit. If I grab that UV in the middle, here, let's just grow my selection. Figure out how much of this is actually going to be seen here for my iris. So, what if I hit Z and undo that? That's going to be my iris there, probably on my character. Yeah, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my soft selection, and I'm going to stretch it so that this area is kind of protected. And I'll scale it up a bit so I get more texture space on this puppy. And there. So that receives all the texture information right there on the front. And that should be better. I almost feel like I'm losing some texture information here. What if I grab this edge here and I just go edge ring and split? Do the same thing here. Okay, good enough. And boop, boop, boop. Turn off that stupid soft selection. It's not stupid, I love it. Now I'm going to get rid of this eye. You might be able to take this one. No, I put some extra edge rings in here and stuff, and you can't take that one and do anything with it. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to quickly make a duplicate. I'm going to group it, and let's just grab the scale tool. I'll hold down J. Boop, boop, boop. There. That's inverted it to -1. And then I can go ahead and edit, ungroup, and then change the name. Great, and I'll also freeze the transformations. And so now both my eye UVs are on the same spot. And let's just grab my UVs. And there's the body, pants, shirt, boots, eyes. Okay, and just hold on a second. One other thing, I should just double check, because sometimes when I manually do this, I might not watch. Just make sure your UVs aren't cruising outside the 0 to 1 area, otherwise you'll be crying! And so that's it. I've just laid out all the UVs for my character. Simple, silly character. And I've deleted my history. I'm going to save this. I'm going to take it over to ZBrush and do some stuff with it. And then try and bring it back here and rig it.